Hey everyone, it's Nolan from Trade and Train. Hope you had a great weekend and you are ready to take on the markets. I'm going to break down some of the charts of interest for us this week, and mainly USD based, US dollar, and we are seeing a bit of a turn in the dollar. Some buyers come in and we're seeing some corrections on these USD markets, so we're going to hopefully take advantage of that. I'm going to start with euro dollar. As you can see on the daily, those of you with eagle eyes can see this line going across. I'll talk about that in a second, but you can see price is in this ascending channel, and we've come to the top of the channel and we are seeing price come to the downside. So looking for price to really come into this the bottom of the descending channel. Do I expect it to come in one go like this? Not really. I need to see, or I hope to see, a correction. So impulse, correction, impulse. So let's just go into the 4 hour for a second. Can actually see we've had a break of the trend line here. Okay, nice ascending movement here with buyers in control, and now sellers are in control. So we have actually had this impulse here, pull back, another impulse. So I'm looking for another pullback, and ideally coming into test these lows here, somewhere around here, previous support. Okay, let's just draw that in. Now I do have my alert a little bit higher than that here, but not much more higher. I'm looking for a bit of an extreme, you can see these highs here, so I'm looking for a bit of an extreme push and then a rejection, but price could eat, just as easy coming to these lows and then reject. So I'll be looking at that one as well. So looking for this trade. Okay, waiting patiently, looking to see if price comes back into this zone, then looking for sellers to come in, looking to trade back into probably around 1.2. okay, the bottom of the channel. So that hopefully will set up this week at some point. Today's a bit of a quiet day. Well, this afternoon was or is, because it's actually a bank holiday in the US. It's Martin Luther King Day. So a little bit quieter today, this afternoon. We do have Biden's inauguration coming up. I'm not too sure if it's today or tomorrow or the next day, but we may see some volatility on USD around that time. So just check your news for when that's coming out. So that's euro, looking for that pullback into this type of zone, 1.214, maybe 1.215, somewhere around there. And then sellers to come in. Pound USD, let me just remind you of the kind of bigger picture. We're at this rising trendline resistance. Okay, so expecting to see sellers come in, and that's indeed what's happened. If we look at the hourly, we've actually tested what we would call the big number, or the even handle, 1.37. It's like one of these numbers that ends in 0. We tested it once, twice, 3 times. Rejected here, and rejected again. But this rejection was seeing a bit more of a bigger move down than we did here. So we've come into previous support. As you can see, we've had a false break, and now we're seeing buyers come in. So likely for this to come and retest this zone here. Again, the eagle-eyed will see my alert is here, which is a little bit higher. Okay, looking for that extreme. Doesn't mean that is going to happen, but we'll see. So this type of zone, be watching for price to turn around. Okay, looking for those sellers to take control again. Okay, back into this zone, and then potentially break out, retest, and then maybe another trade, but certainly ideally looking for this trade here as we pull back, come and retest this previous support. Does it become resistance? We're going to find out, hopefully. So USD, Euro USD, Pound USD, both looking for shorts, but both looking for pullbacks before we look for those shorts, okay, before we start to trade them. Another chart of interest is Kiwi USD, okay, Kiwi dollar. Now Kiwi dollar has been on this massive, really huge bullish move, it really has. And this is the first time we're actually seeing a decent rejection signal, if you like. We can see this evening star pattern here, which is a 3-bar reversal pattern as buyers turn into sellers. So we can see that buying momentum, a bit of a wick there, and then we see a definite seller bar there for last week, breaking yesterday, last week's low as well. So potentially reversal. And we've also seen last week's low broken as well. So potential, real good potential for this to have a move down. But again, looking for that pullback. You can see what's happened. We've had almost like a head and shoulder pattern with a left shoulder, head, right shoulder, neckline. So we've broken this neckline. We're looking to come back and retest it. We're priced to come back, retest and reject. We've also got this bit of a rising support here, and again I've got my alert a little bit higher just in case we push up and retest this previous area of like rising support and then reject. But you know, as soon as price gets into this zone, I'm going to be looking. You can see here it's acting as resistance, their support, these little green sections, so quite possible to come into this zone and reject again. So, you know, this is an area to be really interested. Around about 71.65, somewhere around there. Have your eyes open and see, do we get those sellers coming in, okay? And looking for it to drop. Where, you know, if that happens, where could this go to? You know, where could you think about targeting? Have a look at the daily. Have a look at the daily, and you can actually see it stands out quite. It's quite prominent to me. But let me get my zone. We've got some support there, haven't we? Yeah, got some support there. So that would be a good area to take target for any trades, or at least make sure you're risk-free and have banked some money. Now that kind of lines up almost with 7,000, big number. So, you know, the closer we get to that 7,000, you know, the more you may want to either trail your stop loss or take some profit, or at least make sure you're risk free. So 7,000 or just before actually could be a good area to take some profit off the table, or even close your trade altogether. Okay. Also noticed a bit of a trend line here as well. Okay, so we could see that push pullback into the zone, into the trend line, look to reject. So again, these charts are kind of indicating that we might see a little bit of USD weakness at some point soon, and then potentially a USD strength coming in again for the next move. So, you know, all looking interesting, but not quite ready at the moment. But trading is about patience, okay? Definitely patient, waiting for the right opportunities to come along. Last chart I'm going to look at is dollar yen. Now, dollar yen is in this a descending channel. I'd call it a descending wedge actually. The resistance and the support are actually angled to get towards each other. You know, basically, if these were to be extended, you'd be coming into a point or an apex. So this type of structure we would expect to break to the upside. So you can just wait, really. You know, if you're of that point of view, you can wait for this to break out from where it is now. And that would be, you know, USD strength, yen weakness. So let it break out, look for the pullback, look to go long. So, you know, looking for something like that, and maybe come and retest that high there, break, retest, go, something like that. Or you know, you could just leave it where it is at the moment, and maybe it'll make a new low. Okay, you can see it's been coming down, making lower lows. Maybe it'll come and test the bottom of the descending wedge again. Maybe it could come down and get some kind of double bottom here. So you could wait for price to just let it drop. If it's going to drop, let it drop. Whether it comes there or there, you know, look for buyers to come in on a smaller time frame. Look for a little pullback. Okay, look to get in. You can trade it up to here. That'll be your first target. Take some money off the table, and then hopefully it breaks out. Hopefully it breaks out. Look for another pullback, second entry in. So a couple of ways in for me anyway. That's the way I'll be trading it. If it breaks out, look for the correction, look for buyers to come in. If it continues to drop down, because with this particular structure, you would expect the price movement to the upside once it breaks to be pretty big. So for me, the money in this particular currency pair is to buy it, but you're looking to buy it at the right times, okay, when the buyers are in and then not showing their hand at the moment. So a couple of things to look out for dollar yen. Okay, either it breaks out, pulls back, retests, or drops, maybe makes a new low or makes a double bottom here. Look for buyers to come in, little pullback, buyers to come in again, look to get in long, and try and get in that way. So there you go, guys. Some nice pairs of interest there. Not ready quite yet. Okay, probably euro, pound, and kiwi may set up before dollar yen, but who knows. So you know, you've got your areas to look out for. You know what we're looking out for. Let's see if price does what we hope it's going to do, and let's see if we can get some decent trades this week. So from me, Nolan, and the Trade and Train team, have a great week, and we will catch you in the next video. Bye for now.